Hello, students. This is Dr. Manjunath, working as an assistant professor in sociology in SMJFJC Kabahalli, which is located in the Chamarajnagar district. In this video, today I am going to discuss about health, meaning, and definitions. This video will be useful to 5th semester BA Sociology, Medical Sociology course of University of Mysore. This is with reference to first chapter and second session. First chapter name is Medical Sociology. In this video, I am going to discuss about health, meaning, and definitions. In the previous session, we had discussed about certain aspects. In the previous video, I had discussed about the meaning of medical sociology, major areas of medical sociology, and also how the medical sociology had emerged. In this video, students will definitely understand the holistic concept of health, and also after the end of the session, students will be able to conceptualize health is not mere an absence of disease, and also it encompasses both physical, mental, and social well-being. So in this video, I am going to discuss about certain things. This is the content which I am going to discuss about meaning of health and how the concept is changing and what it is, and definitions of health and various aspects of health also. So at the end of this session, you can find some references and multiple choice questions also, which can be used to evaluate your knowledge. Here you can see that medical sociology examines the interaction between society and health. So in the previous session, where you must have learned that medical sociology concentrates on how social aspects or social constraints can have an influence on health. So here we have to understand the term health in a sociological and more holistic way. Here you can see that health is a common aspect in every society, and it is being considered to be values. So the concept of health is very significant in the discipline of medical sociology, and so it's people think that what is health? Health is just an absence of disease. So many people think like that. When if person is not sick, it means he is healthy. So they people are concentrating only on physical aspects of health and not any other kind. So that is the fundamental. With this fundamental aspect, the medical sociology tries to understand health in a holistic manner. So, although many believe that science alone determines health, so this sociological viewpoints out that society determines sickness. This is very important. Society determines sickness and not just mere the science or physical aspects. For example, the culture defines diseases as legitimate if they have a clear scientific or laboratory diagnosis, and such as heart disease. In the past, society considered conditions like chemical dependency, whether drug or alcohol related and all, whether these weaknesses, and denied who suffered from addiction the sick role. So in the past, society first dismissed or judged various these diseases. Then later they legitimized these diseases and try to cure them. So the people accepted even mental illness also. Earlier, the society and people believed that mental illness is a kind of deformity and it's not treatable and all. But now the scientific world has accepted, and even society also has accepted mental disease is a curable disease, and it's a treatable, and it's a legitimate treatable hormone condition, even with the AIDS also. So earlier people used to think AIDS was only seen among homosexuals because of their lifestyles and all, but it is not true. Now we can see that it can be happening with anybody. So the health has societal impact also. So society decides what it is health and what is not. This is very important in this regard. So next we can move on to is that ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಒಂದು ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆರೋಗ್ಯದ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮತ್ತು ವ್ಯಾಖ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಎನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಸಮಾಜವು ನಿರ್ಧರಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಸಮಾಜಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಂಗತಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕೇವಲ ಅನಾರೋಗ್ಯದ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಇಲ್ಲದಿರುವ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅದರ ಹೊರತಾಗಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಆರೋಗ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಆಯಾಮಗಳು ಇವೆ. ಆ ಆಯಾಮಗಳೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಒಂದು ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಧರಿಸಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯು ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಅಂಶಗಳು ಈ ಒಂದು ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಧರಿಸುವಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂತಹ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸುತ್ತವೆ. You can see that there is a meaning of health in this PowerPoint presentation. So that meaning, you can see, has evolved over time. It has been changing since long. So in the beginning, the meaning of health had a very narrower perspective, but now it is having wider perspective. You can see that it is changing nowadays. It is changing. So in keeping with the biomedical perspective, early definitions of health focused only on certain things. Health was constituted by bodily and mentally balances. You can see that. And it is a condition of the body and degree to which it is free from illness or state of being well is called as health. People say that earlier health was seen as a normal function that could be disrupted from time to time by disease. So people think that. And for example, health, after that, when WHO defined it, it has proposed that health is a physical, mental and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So WHO added the term well-being in defining the health. So that is a very significant aspect, because well-being is a very broader term, and it included in the definition of WHO. So this is very important, and you can see that when a person feels well, then he is healthy. It's normally believed that. So how that kind of the concept of health which is changing. Earlier people used to think that it's a biomedical concept. Only they used to think health is what? Only when there is absence of disease. People used to think that. ಹಿಂದಿನ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅನಾರೋಗ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲದಿರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾ ಇದ್ರು. Then later on ecological concepts came. Then man and environment. Always there is a relationship between man and environment. When they used to define health, they used to define it in the relationship of man and environment. That also ended. Then later psychosocial concept came, the psychology and sociology got mingled, and there is a close relationship between psychology and sociology, where they took certain other aspects also, for example social, psychological, cultural, economic and political factors also they have included in defining health. Then later at the end, now currently recently, new holistic approaches come. So here they consider all the sectors of society have an effect on health. So here later now you can see that it's a definition given by WHO. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. ಡಬ್ಲ್ಯೂ ಎಚ್ ಒ ಹೇಳಿರೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾದಂತಹ ದೈಹಿಕ, ಮಾನಸಿಕ, ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಒಂದು ಸುಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಹೊರತು ಅದು ಕೇವಲ ಅನಾರೋಗ್ಯದ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲದಿರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅನಾರೋಗ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲದಿರುವ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ದೈಹಿಕ, ಮಾನಸಿಕ, ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಒಂದು ಸುಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಂತ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು ಅಂತ WHO ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ the well-being of a person includes five major aspects of health. Physical health, you can see, physical health, a physically healthy person is very active and does not get tired easily, so does not get sick easily, and he is strong and is full of energy. Physically healthy refers to the condition of the body and the way it reacts to diseases, and you need to take good care of your body in order to maintain good physical health by doing some exercises and having a nutritional food, and sleep or rest is also required. So this is about physical aspects. So then secondly, about emotional aspects. So emotional health also is very important. There are some researches going on the basis of these researches the quality of person's health determines the person's emotions. So emotions are very important. Earlier they used to think only about intelligence quotient, now they are considering of emotional quotient also. Emotional quotient is the person who has a high level of control of his emotions, is called emotional quotient and all. So what he feels towards self and other people and situations determines his emotional health. Emotional health refers to a person's way of handling success as well as defeat. When some person is failed, and that how he reacts to that, coping with everyday problems and stress, because nowadays you can see that suicide rates are increasing day by day in the cities, and in various aspects also. So in this kind of situation, emotional this health is also very important. Coping with everyday problems, stress, and management of a study, work, or any other activities. So an emotionally healthy person is in control of his thoughts, feelings, and behavior. He feels good about himself and has good relationship with other people also. So according to some medical experts and doctors and all, people with good emotional health have a lower rate of stress related diseases like headaches and other diseases and all. ಸೊ ಎಮೋಷ್ನಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮಾನಸಿಕವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ತನಗೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಭಾವನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದರೆ ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮವಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬಯಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೋಷಲ್ ಒಂದು there is a social health also. This is very important actually. As a being a sociology student, Social health is very important. This refers to the effective way a person performs his role in his life as a son. People generally, role is a kind of a performance given by the status, okay, a kind of action or a function according to his status. So everybody in the society has a role, so he has to perform that role in a very nice manner in order to succeed. So in the society everyone has a role as a son, daughter, friend, neighbor, citizen, or anything, any given status. This involves a person's ability to perform his responsibility and also to maintain good relationships with others. Giving respect is very important, and also taking respect as important factor of social life. Socially healthy person makes friends easily and keeps them, and he does not quarrel with others and is not irritated by people and all those things. So in the present situation we can see that due to usage of lot of this technology and multimedia and all, many people are mistakenly taking these social networking sites friends as real friends, but it isn't true. So social health involves cooperating with others while when the task is needed to be done. This is very important. Next, let me move on to the spiritual aspect of life. So, this spiritual life means this refers to a person's belief, a person who believes in God or a sense of values and his ability to exercise what he believes is right. Okay, that is important. A person's religious or spiritual faith is also should be there actually. So, person is not a robot. Okay, so he has to have some values, morality, and all these things. So when he is filled with all these things, then we can say that so there is a spiritual aspect also while dealing with the healthy aspect. Then intellectual aspects, that is also very important. So here we can see that intellectual aspect of health is something has to be done. Intellectual aspect, so a person who is having some kind of intellectual thoughts, or it's also called mental health also. So a person, mental health person, it's some kind of concentration on a given task for an extended period of time. That is if a person is alert and able to listen and think, then we can see that his mental health is good. And the way a person thinks and handles the situations also indicates his intellectual and mental health. So this is intellectual health. It refers to the creativity and general knowledge and the common sense also. So if a person has all these things, if a person has all these things, then we can say that a person is fully healthy. Let me sum up. So health is a very important subject in the course of medical sociology, and in order to maintain the good health, people need to recognize all the aspects of health, particularly five which I have discussed so far. And it's a complete physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual well-being of a person. And you have also learned that good health does not only mean the absence of a disease, and health has a holistic way. And this is the reference you can uh, further study about health and its meaning and its definitions. So which is about medical sociology, written by Anna Brande, and another book, The Sociology of Health and Illness, Sarah Nettleton, and which I suggest the new Blackwell Companion to Medical Sociology, written by William, which is very important to study. And so far, you have understood what is health, meaning of health, and the concept which is changing, and also about the definitions and aspects of health. Thank you so much for watching.